So you've been with us at DAB International now for 6 months as part of the risk management team as your work cover administration assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that your 6-monthly performance review is coming up.
Yes.
So today I just wanted to give you the document for your performance review. All the criteria is based on the job description that you got when you started. So what I'd like you to do is just go over the self-assessment section, take your time with it, answer it all honestly and how you feel that you're going. If you've got any concerns at all, feel free to come to me and we'll sort them out.
Thank you.
So here's the documentation. Okay, and also just to put your mind at ease, I'll remind you that our performance review is just so that we can get a sense of where you are, what needs work, what you're doing really well, where we might need to include some retraining.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect your pay. What we will do is a professional development meeting where we can get a sense of what you want to get out of this role and where you might be suited for future work in the organisation.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
No worries, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Hi Angelica.
Hi.
So today we're doing your half-yearly performance review feedback session. As you remember, 2 weeks ago we asked you to fill out the document with the criteria that was outlined in your original job description.
Yeah.
And you filled that in and brought it with you today. We've also got the same form and the management's filled it out as well as some of your peers in the team. So what we'll do first is we'll just go through all of the criteria on the sheet and we'll assess any differences between how you've rated yourself and how we've rated you and discuss what the discrepancies may be.
Yeah.
For the very first column in here is about your administrative tasks. We've rated you a 9, but you've only rated yourself a 7. Why do you think that is?
I think I've done okay. There are some technical difficulties with the system, such as the organ. Regarding to the work cover claims, I think I've done okay, but I don't feel as if I've been as productive as the other team members.
Okay. Yeah, learning a new system can be really challenging to start off with. If you're not feeling confident, what we can do is offer you some retraining for Orion. Would that be interesting to you?
Yes, that would be really good.
Okay, well I'll get that sorted out. But for now we'll move on to the next section on here, which is your reporting targets. Do you feel that you've been able to meet the requirements so far?
Yes, I felt really good in meeting my targets. I've done really well in data collection, but sometimes I feel like I've made a few errors that could, affect the system. However, I've come back and changed and corrected myself.
Well, we feel mostly happy in this area, although it's really important that none of the reports have any errors leaving the department because it could be damaging for our organisation or even damaging for the people who work for us. So moving forward, we're going to have to make sure that we monitor the situation quite closely. But we were very happy that when you did make the errors, you were honest and you came to us immediately and so that we could fix it for good.
Yeah, thank you.
So the next section we're going to take a look at is your customer service. How confident do you feel when you're dealing with your customers in and outside of the business?
Yep. I do feel a little under pressure when dealing with the clients in a timely frame. However, I feel I've satisfied the customer's needs and wants. I like to deliver them good news, but when we're delivering bad news, I don't know if I'm doing correctly to satisfy their need.
Well, this is one area we definitely don't agree on. We found that your customer service has been impeccable. You've tailored your service to each different client's needs, and we found that it's made you a really great asset to our team. I think possibly you're being a little bit too hard on yourself in this area.
Okay.
So now that we've been over all of the KPIs, do you find that these goals are achievable?
Yeah, they definitely are achievable and specific.
That's great to hear. So the next ones that we're going to go over are the behavioural targets.
Yeah.
Well, this is one area we definitely don't agree on. We found that your customer service has been impeccable. You've tailored your service to each different client's needs, and we found that it's made you a really great asset to our team. I think possibly you're being a little bit too hard on yourself in this area.
Okay.
So now that we've been over all of the KPIs, do you find that these goals are achievable?
Yeah, they definitely are achievable and specific.
That's great to hear. So the next ones that we're going to go over are the behavioural targets.
Yeah.
So we'll move on now to the behavioural section of the review. And the reason we conduct this is because we want to make sure that all our employees are aligning their behaviour with our collaborative culture and also our code of conduct.
Yeah.
So the first aspect of this one is the work ethic, and we've been really thrilled with your work ethic. We found that you have been here on time, you've submitted all your work in a timely manner. It's all been of high quality.
Yeah.
And you've been very respectful of other team members as well.
Yeah, I think respect is a really important part in the work business.
That's fantastic to hear. We feel that way as well.
Yeah.
So in the teamwork section here, there's a bit of a discrepancy in our scores.
Yeah.
Yours is a fair bit higher than ours.
Yeah.
We have noticed that you have fantastic communication skills. You've been open, approachable, and very respectful of other co-workers.
Yeah.
The problem that we've found is that the quality of your work seems to be dipping as you continue to work really hard towards team projects that aren't necessarily your burden to bear.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're just wondering, do you think that you're putting too much pressure on yourself to have a hand in every team project?
This job is really important to me as I want to further my career in this company. I guess I am pushing myself a little too hard because I don't want to let the team down. I formed a great relationship with other co-workers and I feel that I have the duty to help everyone else. I guess I don't want to let anybody down, so I guess I've noticed a little increase in my workload as well.
We think it's fantastic that you are trying to take on so much, and it does show a real commitment to this company. However, the way that we assign work to people is quite specific, and so if you find that there are people in teams that are not doing as much as they should be, we'd love if we could hear about it, so that way that we can reassign work to make sure that everybody has the correct amount, and also everybody is working to their strengths.
Yeah.
And that way also you'll be able to be more productive in your own goals.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The last segment in here is about how you've committed to our culture here.
Yeah.
And as we spoke of earlier, we have found that you've been an excellent asset to the team, especially with things like sensitive information and customer service. So we find that you've really embraced our culture, which is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's pretty much the review. Did you find that there are any areas where you're not feeling fully supported?
Look, I like to get a bit more informal feedback from management on a day-to-day or even a weekly basis just to keep on top of things, whether I'm doing too much or too little. Also, I feel that sometimes when I'm doing too much or too little, I'm not pointed it out. So I would like to get more, I guess, informal feedback on that.
Okay, so you prefer to hear about things immediately after they happen and
Yeah.
not have to wait months for a feedback session?
Yes.
Well, yeah, we can definitely take that on board and do that. I'll organise that training that I spoke about earlier for you.
Yeah.
And so DAB International is actually planning to move to a more formal performance management system incorporated into our current one as well. So you will find that we will be giving you a lot more feedback immediately after any issues happen.
Yeah.
So this was your performance review finished up. If you have any issues with anything that's happened today, then you can definitely come to me and we can talk about it some more.
Yeah.
If you feel you've been treated unfairly in any way, you can follow our processes as well.
Yeah.
And I'll see you shortly in a few days for your professional development meeting.
Yeah.
Just so we can get a sense of where you'd like to go in this organisation.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'll see you then. Okay, welcome to your professional development meeting.
Yeah.
So now that we've done a performance review and we've got a really good gauge of what your strengths and weaknesses are, we just want to get a feel for what your professional goals are, where you might want to take your career with this organisation.
Look, I feel as if I'm confident in the current role and what I'm doing. There are things that I still need to work on, but I think it's just the minor areas which I could correct myself. I guess looking forward, I would like to have an upper position or management position in the risk management role, and I believe that I have the skills required to complete the roles of a management position.
So we conducted your performance review a few months ago, and as you may recall, there were some issues with it, especially in the reporting sections and in your time management. But in the few months since then, we've seen you working extremely diligently to correct issues. We're very impressed with your time management. And we're also very impressed that you've started to exhibit a lot of really fantastic leadership skills. So what we'd like to do is to begin talking about a career pathway which could lead to you possibly running your own risk management team.
Yeah, that seems fair. But what kind of training or further development would I receive for this position?
So your role of leading a team would be quite a bit different from your current role. But don't worry, BAB International would definitely support you every step of the way. We want to make sure that our managers are extremely skilled and exhibit excellent leadership qualities as well as being well versed in every function of their team's activity.
Yeah.
So we would start off with baby steps. You starting to take the lead on some projects with myself shadowing you, and then we could move on from there.
That sounds good. So as far as my development goes, will we still be working off my key performance indicators?
For now, we'll keep your current KPIs, but when your job changes, when you get your new job description, then we'll have to reassess your KPIs as well to align with that.
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions about this?
No, this all seems really straightforward. I look forward towards the challenge.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That is great to hear. So, just again, if you've had any issues with the performance review or the professional development review, you have access to channels where you can appeal or discuss things further with managers.
Yeah.
But other than that, I really look forward to working with you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
No problems.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Angelica. How are you finding leading the risk management team?
Yeah, it's really challenging, but it's at the same time it's really fulfilling as well. Working with the new team members.
That's fantastic. And I heard that last project that you led saved DAB International thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it was all the team's efforts as well.
It's fantastic to hear.
Yeah.
It's been really good catching up with you, and I'll see you at your next performance meeting.
Yeah.
No worries.
See you. Now let's get started on your first 6-month performance review.